movie called Terminator 2: Judgment Day. In fact, 1991 started out pretty good, especially if you ignored Boys II Men on the radio. Yep, they were a thing. In March, Mom came home from Operation Desert Shield, which turned into Operation Desert Storm, a war that, thankfully, only lasted like 6 weeks. Now she's back in charge of running the Hart House. Did I mention my mom, Big Sydney Hart, was a Marine? She's big because my sister, Little Sydney, is named after her. "I want to see those dishes shine, girls," she tells us every night after dinner. "I want this galley to glisten." "Aye, aye," we all say. "Hoo-ah," says Mom. Emma, the youngest, who we used to call the little boss, is now the little echo. She tells us to do whatever Mom just told us to do. "Put some elbow grease into it, girls." "Put some grease on your elbows, girls." Things are humming along at school, too. Yours truly hasn't had a detention since I played Snoopy in the fall musical. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. If you knew me at all, you knew that me not having detention was a miracle. I also did the spring show, You Can't Take It With You. It was a comedy, yay, and I played Essie Carmichael, a kooky candy maker who dreams of being a ballerina, even though she's a terrible dancer. I was hysterical, girls. Your mother always was, and always will be, a terrible dancer. Terrible can be funny, especially if it's ballet. So now it's June, and life is pretty sweet. Mom's home, safe and sound. School's almost over. I'm looking forward to a fun-in-the-sun Jersey Shore summer. The beach, the boardwalk, Bill Phillips. Yes, he still has those crazy, gorgeous hazel eyes, and I still have a kind of sort of crush on him. Hey, I'm 12 going on 13. It's summer. It happens. My big plans when school's out? Goofing off, lazing around, hitting the beach, doing a whole lot of nothing. Unfortunately, Dad and Mom have different plans. Very different. Chapter 2. "Girls," says Mom, when the dishes are cleaned, dried, and put away, and she's all out of hoo-ahs. "Your father will be home in 15 minutes. Should we have saved some chicken pot pie for him?" asks Hannah. She's 14 and super sweet. "I would have skipped my second helping if I knew Dad was coming home in time to eat." "What about the third helping?" asks Sophia. She's 18 and the second oldest, or, as she likes to put it, the oldest sister still living at home. Because little Sydney, who's 19, is in college at Princeton. Hannah and Sophia are both kind of boy crazy, and sometimes they're both crazy about the same boy at the same time. Awkward. "If you want my opinion," says Victoria, who's only 15 but already knows everything about anything, "it's extremely rude for Sophia to count how many helpings of chicken pot pie Hannah had for dinner." Girls? That's all Mom has to say, especially when she cocks her left eyebrow up half an inch and gives us the look. "Your father already had dinner with some colleagues at the diner," says Mom. "Good," says Hannah, "but if he's still hungry, he can have some of my fudge. I hid some under my pillow." Yes, Hannah does that. A lot. Which is why, sometimes, she wakes up with melted chocolate in her ear. "He's fine, honey," says Mom. "Your father and I need to see you all in the living room at 1900 hours, family meeting." 1900 hours is military speak for 7 p.m. I glance at the kitchen clock. It's 6:46. "Between now and then," says Mom, "finish your homework." Dismissed.